breeding Maori resources and a marae up in Auckland. Apart from fleecing the Maori people out in South and West Auckland, it's all there. Hundreds of millions of dollars fleeced off the Maori people. But I'll tell you what, the teats just run dry. We're not taking that bit anymore. You've got the law coming for you, and you can shout as much as you like, but your damn court's going to be coming. No ordinary Maori or non-Maori should accept the behaviour or the intent of this party of absolute extremists, screaming out that everybody else in the parliament is here only by their behest. Have a look in the mirror. Mr. Ferris, look in the mirror. What is the majority of your DNA? What's the majority of your DNA? Well, if you're disgraced by your European DNA, we over here are not. We are proud of all sides of our background because we are New Zealander. We are New Zealanders first and foremost. And as for blood quantum, if the cowboy hat wearer is an example of blood quantum, I'm going to a new biology class. I'm heading off to new biology class. He can't help himself, see? Unlike the word on the Maori. On the Maori, they hear you out. This so-called epitome of Maori behaviour can't even keep his mouth shut for 5 minutes. He's been military trained on the Maori, just shows you what little they know about the Maori. On the Maori, you hear the other side out. Don't just shut your stupid head off. All right? They don't want democracy, they want anarchy.
Thank you.
They don't want one country, they don't want one law, they don't want one people, they want separatism, division, and laws based on
Thank you. Thank you.
Specifically, day after day. But ordinary, hard-working Maori are finding them out. The tide mark for these people are come and gone. I go back and think of 1867, since the first Maori arrived in this parliament. They all came here all down those decades, over centuries, to Pilla Sharples and Tariana Turia and Flavel. They all came here and understood that Parliament's got a protocol which they respected. Until this bunch turns up. Sheer utter contempt. Sheer utter contempt for the whole institution. Sheer utter contempt. That's the product of feeble minds and bad sociology classes at university. They are the advocates of Marxism and every other darn thing to deal with what's wrong with this country. And out there, Maori, you've got 2 and 3 jobs, have had a guts full of them. You watch the polls as they go forward. Look, there are some Conservative Labour MPs. Some Conservative Labour MPs must be having cold sweats every night. Because where do you go now? You can't go there. And you can't go there. Because you go there and there, you won't be over here. Get that part right. You can't go there. And I hope that some sober, conservative, right-thinking Maori people in the Labour Party wake up before it's too late. These people are a nightmare. They have no idea that politics is about, in the end, compromise to get as much as you possibly can, and far more than you can get collectively than you would have got individually. They don't understand the most rudimentary things.
Thank you.
Their party has left Middle New Zealand a long time ago, and the Labour Party is going to leave them hanging in the wind too. Today I want to hear from the Maori Party, from the Labour Party, what do they intend to do on this matter? Because the excuse made by the member of the Select Committee panel was the most lame excuse I ever heard. These people wouldn't even turn up the Select Committee. Demand that they control the whole process of the Privileges Committee.
There is no process.
That they have their own process, they're going to have their own hearing. It was all bull dust, of course.
It was bull dust.
When was their hearing? They never had it. And then they go on TV, and for a long interview, they're almost crying into each other's faces. Can you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
What is your DNA? Look, what is your DNA? Mr. Ferris, what is your DNA? Because it ain't by majority Maori, and stop bull dusting your feet.
Order, members, it's getting a little bit too noisy for my liking. So if we could just keep the dulcet tones down a bit.
Since 1867, Maori have been elected to Parliament with just 4 winning a general seat until the introduction of MMP, when we saw the exponential growth of the number of Maori MPs. Right now we have a record number of Maori in cabinet of any government, and far more than the Maori party's got over there, all in our cabinet at this point in time. And right now we have, as I say, a party of extremists who act with utter contempt and ignorance of the process that has been accomplished. A lot of us have striven a long time to see a far better and balanced representation in this parliament. But we never thought
Thank you.
as a consequence of all that hard work, of all those Maori members going back over a century, that these people would turn up and, unlike the origins and the birth of their own party, have contempt for their own party leadership. This new bunch that just turned up here now, where did they get their license from? No stumbling through it. They have no license. And they'll find very shortly they're going to be out of this place. They are trying to tear all that down for their own ignorant, misguided political gain. Can I just say this, that we had, in the last few years, a very extensive international travel itinerary. Travelled extensively more than any other foreign minister, but let me say, I still spent more time in Parliament than all those Maori MPs all together. And I want to tell their voters that their MPs are bludgeoning off them. They're not turning up in Parliament. They're not being responsible. And the sooner you know, the sooner you'll be able to hold them to account. I can see what the end is. I can see what the end is for that party, and it's not long.